Today's a very special episode of Discover Wisconsin, and I'm honored to be taking you on this adventure.
Hello and welcome to Discover Wisconsin.
Beauty awaits around each bend. The enchantment never ends. For every season there's another reason for you to come discover Wisconsin.
Hi everyone, I'm Jenny Addis, and I've discovered many places to visit and things to do in Wisconsin for people of all abilities. So let's get started and open up the outdoors for everyone. Many of our state parks offer recreational activities for everyone. Our first stop today is in Baraboo, right near Wisconsin Dells, at Mirror Lake State Park. Named after its centerpiece, you can check out the gorgeous lake view right from an accessible cabin.
We are fortunate enough to have been chosen for the site of our first handicap accessible cabin in the state park system.
When I was hired in 1989, I was asked to go speak to a group of people called the Telephone Pioneers of America, and they donated all the money for the log home structure. They did all the construction work.
Thanks to the dedication of Antoinette and 200 volunteers, this cabin was built in just a few months back in 1991. Since then, 8 more accessible cabins have been built at other state parks so that everyone can enjoy camping and Wisconsin's great outdoors.
The Mirror Lake cabin is fantastic. It's rustic. If you're looking to, for a rustic camping experience, very accessible. Great facility.
This cabin was just the start to many accessible features at this state park and others, including fishing piers.
Well, it is a normal pier. The path is wider so people can get on with a wheelchair or mobility devices and have people go along with them. Back end is a little bit shorter so people in a chair can cast out and fish, and there's rod holders and benches for people.
If you're ready to leave the shoreline, get on the water in adaptable kayaks at several state parks. Featuring a raised back with extra side supports and adjustable outriggers, these kayaks provide a wide range of stability for all level of users.
Yeah, this is my first time on water of any sort since being a paraplegic.
The kayaks also have paddles with hand braces, making paddling easier for people with limited grip.
I feel like I have a system down.
Back on land, several state parks have trails, boardwalks, or grid systems that allow visitors access to their beaches and water features.
This mat system is a hard plastic mat with spikes in the bottom, and I'm going to just lift up a section of it so you can see.
Oh yeah.
So you can see that it actually hooks together. There's smaller segments, and you can hook them into bigger segments.
Whitefish Dunes and a few other parks also have a specialized beach wheelchair that has large inflatable tires for easy rolling on the sand and into the water. Thankfully, with more than 650 miles accessible to wheelchair users and others with mobility impairments, there is always something everyone can discover. I headed to Newport State Park to check out something unique on the Fern Trail.
So here's our first interpretive panel. It's at a 45-degree angle, and again at about that 28 to 30-inch height. This panel has audio description, so a person with low vision or who is blind, they would have an opportunity to be independent and come right up to the panel and guide themselves to the lower right-hand side, and then touch the pen to the spot, and then the audio would trigger.
In the foreground, on the left-hand side of the picture.
I tried out the Discovery pen, and we also explored some of the other panel features.
That's awesome.
We wanted to provide tactile elements for people who might like to touch and kinesthetic learners. Everybody deserves, deserves the right to explore nature. And we believe it's important at Newport and all the state parks.
To learn what accessible features are available at Wisconsin State Parks, visit their destination page on our website. Don't go anywhere. We're suiting up in our best blaze orange and camo.
Hello there. Nice to have you for dinner.
We're back, exploring something for everyone in Wisconsin. Right now we're heading to the La Crosse and Onalaska area to check out some accessible activities with NASA. No, we're not heading into space. It's the North American Squirrel Association.
Well, it's an organization to help elderly people and physically challenged people enjoy the outdoors, all free of charge. We started out very simple by going out squirrel hunting with a few people in wheelchairs, and it grew and grew and grew. Now we have deer hunts, downhill skiing, bipedal biking, fishing, pheasant hunts.
We joined some sportsmen at an organized deer hunt to see how things work.
There's an X on that tree over there and an X on this tree, and that kind of shows you where you're able to shoot for safety reasons. You don't want to overlap or shoot towards another hunter. They go through a lot of extra effort to make sure that everybody is safe.
Volunteers and mentors help disabled hunters get out to their hunting spots and hopefully end up helping them retrieve their deer.
I think it's great because he doesn't have the opportunity to get out here too often, and with his health problems, it's great that they can actually help him get out in the woods and still hunt and be a person like he wants to be.
They treat you like a human instead of somebody disabled.
And I think that's really the one thing that anybody can take away from NASA. It's our desire to help people retain their independence in getting into the outdoors, utilize equipment at their discretion, and just enjoy the outdoors like they would normally.
Thanks to this specialized equipment from NASA, families have a chance to enjoy a day together at a ski hill.
Our son is one of the adaptive skiers. His name's Eric, and he absolutely loves downhill skiing. He never wants to quit. He's got a huge smile, always asks for more. He does a lot of sign language, so you can see him a mile away asking to do more with his hands.
It's just outlets for them to experience recreation, to experience new forms of independence, to increase their self-esteem, and just give them opportunities to just be like everybody else.
You can also find adaptive equipment on the green. NASA provides several golf courses in the La Crosse area with accessible carts.
You can only take a regular cart so close to the green to putt, and the chair just pivels out, and you can get it one way or the other. I can stand, or it does tilt if I wanted to stay in the seat and swing from here. It's a great cart. It really is nice.
The cart also has wider tires so golfers can drive it everywhere on the course without doing any damage. Another specially designed vehicle helps get pheasant hunters out into the fields and has a unique feature to take accessibility even further.
I thought, you know, if we could put a chair on the front of a vehicle like this, or had a vehicle like this, you know, you can pheasant hunt just like you do anyways.
And when you're strapped into that seat, you're very stable. You don't have to worry about falling out. To me, it makes my whole year to get out here a couple of times. Oh yeah, beautiful hen, yep.
Prior to my losing my sight around the age of 19, I did a little hunting before that. And after I lost my sight, I didn't think it was going to be possible again.
Then, about 10 years ago, George met Ed through NASA, and together they make a wonderful hunting team.
Fire! Fire! Being out with other hunters and participating, in many ways, it's putting me back on an equal footing with other hunters and being able to get out there and experience what I thought I wasn't going to be able to ever experience again.
Hello there. Nice to have you for dinner.
It's just great, you know, because I get to take part, and it's a lot of fun to watch the other ones that take part. It's just a pleasure to see the smile on their faces, and, you know, it's just joy to get them out.
Find out how you can attend an event or volunteer your time by first heading to discoverwisconsin.com. Just choose the North American Squirrel Association destination page. Coming up,
we have a little lamb for you.
Hi, sweetie. We're making the state accessible for everyone on Discover Wisconsin. Our next accessible journey takes us to Calumet County, on the east side of the largest lake in Wisconsin, Lake Winnebago. You can get a great view of the lake from this overlook at High Cliff State Park, as well as other accessible features there.
We have this trail that's around me here, the Butterfly Pond Trail. We also have some other overlook areas like the Lime Kiln Ruin area that people can park in the parking lot, and then it is accessible right to the overlook.
The park also features accessible campsites and a cabin to rent if you'd like to spend the night.
It offers them an opportunity to get out, listen to the birds, and just enjoy being outside and enjoy nature.
Looking for more wildlife? Check out the Brilliant Nature Center. I met up with Jennifer for a tour. We started along a path with great low-level signage. Yeah, this is perfect for me. Next, a quick look at a map to decide which trail to take.
We're going to be following the Cottonwood Trail.
Okay.
The yellow trail is crushed limestone out to about here, and then it switches to a composite boardwalk.
Okay.
And a marsh overlook, a platform where we can look over the marsh.
We set out on the trail and I noticed beautiful spring flowers popping up everywhere. People with mobility issues can also hit the trails on this special golf cart. And everyone can head inside to learn more about the center.
Everything that we have on the walls or in the tanks are native to Wisconsin, and a lot of them can be found right here at Brilliant Nature Center.
About 15 miles south, Ledgeview Nature Center in Chilton offers another experience with nature and something else pretty cool, underground caves.
People that are visually impaired love going down there because they can sense they're in a different atmosphere. They can sense the moisture and basically tell that they're underground. Children, especially with learning disabilities, love the caves.
Although the caves are not easy to access if you have mobility issues, their trails and indoor nature center are available for people with all abilities. You can experience a waterfall, a bat barn area, lots of things to touch, like feeling boxes, and other low-level exhibits.
The Nature Center is about life, the natural world, and there's so many facets to it. It should appeal to all the senses.
Head just outside of Hilbert, and you can put all your senses to work at Mulberry Lane Farm.
Well, we found that there's something about a farm that brings out the joy and self-worth in people, young and old alike. There's something at a farm for everyone. Here, we're very hands-on, educational. We interact with our animals. Can you feel how nice and warm it is?
Oh my gosh, it is warm. Milking a cow may be a little too much interaction for me.
We go in the majority of the pens and interact with the animals.
This is great that I can come to a place that has horses and all sorts of animals that I can interact with. Oh my gosh. We got another traditional farm experience at Moyers, near Chilton.
One of the best things on the farm here is our hay ride. It's a 45-minute educational hay ride where we stop 5 times along the way. Of course, you have access for wheelchairs. Anyone can ride the hay rides.
I was so excited for my first accessible hay ride. Oh, look at the cows.
One of the things we have here is we have a beef cow herd. The mothers are out here grazing every year, and they have their babies out here.
I was learning a lot along the way, and it was great to see so much of the farm. Everything around us is beautiful. There's so much to see, too, so it's a lot to take in. I could do this many, many times over. When visiting in the fall, be sure to check out their corn maze, too. The paths are 5 feet wide, so everyone can test their navigation skills.
We have a lot of great assets, and we just want to make sure that everybody has the opportunity to enjoy them.
We encourage you to get your copy of Calumet Cares, a guide for visitors with disabilities. Just head to Destination Calumet County on discoverwisconsin.com. Stay tuned. We're reeling in some big ones with a great organization. Discover Wisconsin is back, opening the outdoors to everyone. We're northwards bound and heading straight to Hayward, the birthplace of the Fishing Has No Boundaries organization.
The main goal is to get people with disabilities out, give them an opportunity like everyone else. For many people, it's a first time out there, and for others, it's getting back out to where they thought they could never be again.
There we go. Good luck. Have
Here's
fun.
how many years?
Started here in 1986, Fishing Has No Boundaries is now a national organization with over 25 chapters in 14 states, including 8 chapters right here in Wisconsin.
And the national organization, they take care of 1,300 anglers and getting them out fishing no matter what their abilities are.
Are you ready to catch fish? Yeah.
We don't talk about disabilities. These are all people with different abilities.
Pontoons with wider doors and ramps, as well as many different types of adaptive equipment, are available at these events. The 2-day Hayward event, held every May, offers an affordable fishing adventure for people who otherwise may not have an opportunity. Everything from experience guides, the boats, bait, equipment, fish cleaning, awards, meals, and entertainment are all included.
We've been coming up since 1988. We come every year partly because we've made so many good friends up here. We always look forward to coming back. It's like coming back to family. Tim loves the fishing. He loves to see the people. Even if he doesn't catch any fish, he's happy with how things go.
And of course, the whole experience could never happen without the help of more than 600 volunteers and sponsors.
Oh, it's a nice bass!
It's a beauty!
Yeah.
I was in the National Guard, and one of the guys in the unit was involved with it, and he came around looking for volunteers, and I says, yeah, I'll try it, and I've been here ever since.
It always chokes me up when I do this, but my kids are active, all 4 of them, with this event, and that was back from the very beginning.
I actually was at the first event. I came with our local Girl Scout troop, 5 years old at the time, and fell in love with the organization and just stayed with it.
And not only has she continued with it, Heidi's taken over running the Hayward event each year.
It's set up like a family. I mean, to me, that's what it is. I look forward to doing the event every year, to see the smiling faces. You know, all you have to do is look at the people around you to know that you're helping.
Fantastic. Now, who kissed the first fish?
And it doesn't matter if the fish is this big or this big. They are going, it's the biggest fish they've ever caught. It's the experience that counts.
I can't describe the satisfaction I get. I feel I get more out of this event than the participants do.
Perfect.
You know, accessibility for me means freedom. Freedom to enjoy all the God-given gifts we all were intended to enjoy and have in our lives. Accessibility gives me hope that there will be a better tomorrow. Thank you so much for letting me show you some of the wonderful places and new adventures that are making Wisconsin more accessible for all abilities. Head to discoverwisconsin.com to learn more. For more information and bonus video from the episode, go to discoverwisconsin.com. While you're there, click on the Cadidda link to watch entire episodes from this season or past seasons. And don't forget, follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Discover Wisconsin Radio all across the state.
I've had kids as young as 3 years old holding him in their hands.
Wow. Yeah, I won't hold him today, but he's very neat to watch.